Science. He would like to thank his teachers, coaches, and most importantly, his mom for supporting him. Up next is Bo Stoller. He's being escorted by his mother and father, Mary, Amanda, and
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning in to Friday Night Football's Game of the Week, presented by Azar Supermarket and Pennsylvania Football News. LJ Smith, Jason Parrish on the call with you this evening. We thank you for joining us here on CWTAP. We have homecoming for the Palmerton Blue Bombers taking on Notre Dame Green Pond. And Jason, very exciting matchup tonight.
Yeah. I mean, we all know what Notre Dame can do. They had a couple close matchups in the last two games that we did. Northern Lehigh was a game until halftime, and then Notre Dame pulled away. And last week, Notre Dame faced some adversity, and they were down by a point in the fourth quarter.
Oh, absolutely, and that's the thing. We've seen this Crusaders offense do very well, and then in an instance like last week, they're trailing for the first time in the fourth quarter all season.
Yeah.
And kind of persevering through that really forces head coach Philip Stanball to show the perseverance of his squad, and they did that a week ago. This Blue Bomber squad coming off a 26-25 victory last weekend over Salisbury, so riding that into homecoming tonight with a very tall task ahead of them.
Yeah. Notre Dame's a tall task for everybody this year. We've had, like I said, three close contests that we covered this year. One was North Schuylkill, a 1-point win. But, this Notre Dame team's a handful for anybody because of all the speed they have on the outside.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them be able to run the ball a little bit better, and I think they tried to last week. It didn't quite work out the way they wanted, but I think they at least made an effort to run the ball more last week.
Oh, for sure. We saw that, and Streba really, we saw him kind of hindered for the first time, really, at least in the games I saw. You were able to see that North Schuylkill game, which was a 21-20 contest. But now, going against the Palmerton squad, 3-5 overall, trying to find their footing, but tall task with Bodner and company as well.
Yeah, anytime you're facing an all-state quarterback coming back, and he has C.J. Diaz, Alex Clark,
Drew Boyd,
Streba, Capabianco. I mean, the weapons just keep going and going and going.
And that's the other thing. They have some depth, but they also have big-bodied players that can make a difference, especially in situations against programs like this who may not have the biggest line.
Right.
And we saw that come to fruition later in the second half against Northern Lehigh. That was a 26-21 game at the half.
Yeah, they just wore them down.
And exactly that, and seeing the run game kind of utilized by Coach Stambaugh a week ago, seeing how that could potentially play out moving later into the regular season and into postseason as well.
Yeah, when you get into the postseason, especially in the semifinals and finals, if you're not a little bit balanced, like they have to respect the run.
Yes.
Then they can just tee off, rush the passer, and play zone behind it.
As we await the Blue Bombers to take the field on homecoming, the Crusaders stand across the far side of the field, the top of your screen. And we talked a lot about the Screen Pond team with the likes of Bodner, Clark, Gordon, Streba. The list goes on and on how well they've been able to play through adversity, and now we're waiting to see the Blue Bomber squad for the first time this evening as well.
Yeah, and then you want to talk about Notre Dame on the defensive end: Madden Rosselli, Garrett Grants, Joshua Shearer, Tom Casiba. I mean, they just keep coming at you in waves. And I mean, looking at their sideline, I mean, they especially on defense, they sub a lot to keep those guys fresh.
Yeah, and then for this Blue Bomber squad, we have Sagastume, Gary, Gursky, all these names as well, Collier, Weller, Kuiper. These names that are contributing, especially in the rush, they're listed for rushing, but also receiving. Kuiper, Taglieri is probably going to be one of the go-tos with Gary and Sagastume. But we'll take a short break for the Star Spangled Banner here and rejoin you shortly here from Palmerton.
Azar Supermarket, 3131 Linden Street in Bethlehem. Locally owned and operated by George Azar. Stop by today and pick from the freshest produce, much of it grown right here at home in Pennsylvania. Peruse the meat counter for the finest cuts of chicken, beef, lamb, and halal products. Take a step to your right. It's a selection of olives and mezza and cheese and more. Azar's features a full lineup of products imported from the Mediterranean, including Lebanese olive oil and hard-to-find spices and herbs. Shop Azar's, 3131 Linden Street in Bethlehem, for great value. X Golf, located just off the 25th Street exit of Route 22 in Easton, offers a premier golf simulation experience. With some of the most realistic indoor golf simulators you've ever seen, X Golf is the premier place to work on your game before you hit the courses around the Lehigh Valley. If it's driving that needs work, putting that needs practice, or that pesky short game that haunts you, X Golf is the perfect spot to perfect your swing. Bring your clubs, borrow one of our in-house sets, pick up your friends, and come on down to X Golf for a fun time. It's always 72 and sunny at X Golf, and double bogeys are welcome, so you don't have to worry about a cart full of golfers behind you on hole 7. To schedule your tee time, call X Golf at 484-250-0391. That's 484-250-0391. X Golf. 80 Kunkel Drive in Easton, right off the 25th Street exit of Route 22.
And welcome back to Palmerton. The Blue Bombers taking on Notre Dame Green Pond in Friday Night Football's Game of the Week, presented by Azar Supermarkets and Pennsylvania Football News. LJ Smith and Jason Parrish on the call with you this evening.
Palmerton won the toss, and they'll take the ball, which is interesting. But.
And knowing Coach Stambaugh and the Crusaders, that if they win, they will receive. But the Blue Bombers taking that into their own hands, we'll see them on the receiving end.
We've seen the last two games that we did with Notre Dame. The team started off on defense so they could get the ball first in the second half. And it helped Palisades the other.
It really did. It made a difference how they game planned going into that final drive of the second quarter, being able to get points on the board heading into halftime, which gave them that momentum moving into the second half. And they really did kind of stymie the Crusaders in the second half and scoring that touchdown to take a lead 22-21 in the fourth quarter before the Crusaders came back and finishing it off here. Back deep for the Blue Bombers is number 21, Connor Lawless.
And number 8 looks like Jacob Wakowiak.
Wakowiak, a junior, 5'8", 145. Lawless, a junior, 5'5", 147. As we await the Blue Bombers to get the opening kick. So we are set for kickoff. And we are underway from Blue Bomber Field. Wakowiak fakes the pitch. He's going to travel to the bottom of your screen and wrapped up.
I'm sorry, I thought that was, is that 8 or is
6?
that
Alex Kuiper, the senior, on
kickoff is returned by number 6.
That's a tough one because the number's kind of bunched up. It's either 6 or 8, so it's Kuiper or Wakowiak.
First and 10.
And first and 10 for the Blue Bombers on their own 16-yard line. We'll do our best to see these Notre Dame Green Pond Crusader numbers as they're traveling left to right in white, all white uniforms and helmets with the gold numbering. The Blue Bombers in their home.
We had a little bit of trouble last time they wore these with the gold numbers and the glare off the lights.
So we'll do our best here. Handoff up the middle. There he goes. And a nice gain to start here.
That was Michael Gary.
Gary, just a sophomore, 5'9", 173, and
Michael Gary.
Found a hole early here.
Nice 8-yard pickup.
Tackled by number 17, John Hull.
And John Hull, the junior, comes up with the stop.
Second down and 2.
Second and 2 for the Blue Bombers. Ball at the 23-yard line.
Ben Negley, a sophomore wide receiver, down at the bottom of your screen.
TK Gursky, the sophomore quarterback. Penalty.
Going to have offsides on Joshua Shearer from Notre Dame.
On the field.
Got to look at that ball. Can't go on the voice. Got to look at the ball.
And free yardage for the Blue Bombers results in a first down for Palmerton. And as I was saying, the quarterback TJ Gursky, just a sophomore, 5'7", 135, is in the shotgun. Gary to his left, the near side.
Garrett Grant's up in blitzing position, and he goes.
And a run up the middle, stopped almost immediately at the line of scrimmage.
That was Michael Gary on the run again.
Handoff to number 24, Michael Gary.
It could have been Tom Kasiba.
Tackle by number 72, Joshua Shearer.
Shearer and Kasiba, I think they were both in on
the play, second down and 9.
Really blew up that play in the middle of the field. Some stats on Gursky. 7 games played, 44 of 73 for 483 yards. So he waits as he gives the play call clock at 10. 10 minutes to play in the first quarter.
They're using the Northern Lehigh Palisades. Let's use up the play clock.
Pressure being shown by the Crusaders. Gursky ends up just falling to the turf as that's Capo Bianco.
That was Hull, 17.
Number 18, TK
And
Gursky
Hull
with the quarterback
there.
keeper.
As Gursky kind of,
Loss of
there was
4
no
on
room
the
for
play.
him to
Nowhere to go.
And the safer option there to drop down. And he'll do just that. Bring up third and long.
13.
Third and 13 from the 25-yard line.
And you were correct on that kickoff. It was Kuiper because he's still out there, number 6.
Kuiper's at the top of your screen. Gursky awaits the snap.
See if they try their first pass.
Play clock at 4.
Oh.
Hands off to the wrong side. Gursky stays on his feet, finds a hole.
He's going to be close.
He's past the 35. He's going to be close to the first down marker.
He's
Jason,
right
it
on the
looks
line.
like they're going to give it to him.
Quarterback keeper by number 18, TK
And they
Gursky.
will. TK Gursky.
A little bit of
down
a
for the
broken
Blue
play. He
Bombers.
turned the wrong way, it looked like, and he realized it and just said, nope, I better get going.
Yeah, and wise play by him to kind of keep that play alive, just a sophomore. And fortunately for him, the Blue Bombers drive stays alive. They extend it. The first down was by a penalty. Now we'll see.
A long run by Gursky.
We'll see if they can get the passing game going here a little bit as pressure being shown again in the box. Man in motion. They'll hand it off. Up the middle.
And they went right where Hull blitzed from.
Caleb Sagastume, the senior running back, 5'7",
Handoff is to
185,
number
right up the
25,
middle.
Caleb Sagastume.
So Hull was
Tackle made
right
by
where that
number
play went,
77,
but he
Thomas
blitzed to the
Kasiba.
outside, left that 5 yards
5-yard
open
gain,
there.
Second down and
Kasiba
5.
wrapped him up with a couple other Crusaders in on the tackle. 2nd and 5 now
A pair
for
of car keys was
Palmerton.
found in the parking lot in the grass area before. If you're missing car
Not mine.
keys, please report to the press box.
Not yours. Mine are on my book bag, I think, for a set. So 2nd and medium for Palmerton. Bottom of your screen is Ben Negley, the sophomore wideout.
Notre Dame showing blitz.
The man in motion was Gary,
They bring it, and Hull's going to make the play off the blitz.
and it's going to be Sagastume on the carry again as Hull found the hole and brings down Sagastume. Maybe a loss of 1.
Handoff to 25.
Here comes Streba.
Caleb Sagastume.
Getting some
No
more
gain
speed on the field
play.
on
Third
defense
down
here.
and 5.
So no gains, going to remain 3rd and 5. Aaron Gordon also on the field as well. So again,
CJ Diaz on the bottom of the screen.
a very talented squad in this Crusaders defense, playing both ways. Gursky rolls out to the far side, trying to evade a flag on the play. Pass completed. Coming back to it, it's only going to be a gain of about 3
Alex
or 4
Kuiper.
yards as Kuiper makes the nice grab. But a flag on the
Gursky's
play.
pass
We'll
completed
see
to
what
number
it is
6,
here.
Alex
You're going to get a hold
Gain
on
of
the
3 on the
outside,
play.
which
Penalty
allowed him to
marker.
throw that pass. I think you're going to get a hold on the right tackle.
Yeah, as they are moving back. 3rd and medium to 3rd and long.
3rd and Slakedale.
3rd and Slakedale. Holding against the Blue Bombers.
Holding against Palmerton.
And that 10-yard penalty. So should be 3rd and, well, depending on where it is, where the Flag was thrown, 3rd and 20.
Yeah, looks like
As he was traveling
That brings up 3rd down and 20.
backwards.
right.
So that rollout to the far side, but also in the negative space, results in a loss of 15 instead of 10.
Might be Shenandoah now.
We're getting close. Skursky awaits the snap, play clock at 10. Man in motion again. Finds a hole up the middle, tripped up eventually.
That's where Notre Dame's weakness seems to be. Looks like you can get 6-7 yards on them.
Run up the middle by number 24, Michael Gary.
It's almost like they dare you to do it because they want you to put together that
5-yard
long
gain
drive.
on the play, and that'll make
Like,
it
yeah.
4th down and 15 for the Bombers.
Force the other team to be perfect when they have to go that far.
Devlin Moisen, I believe, is out there, number 88, the punt. A couple of Crusaders back deep.
Looks like Streba
Gets the punt off. It's going to take a bounce at the 39.
Streba and Boyd, it looked like.
Into the hands of Streba, wrapped up.
Didn't let him get going that time.
And it was tackled by Chris Collier, the junior.
Devlin Moisen's punt was returned by number 5, Jonathan Streba.
Streba
Tackled by number 2, Chris Collier.
maybe got back maybe 2 yards off of that.
Yeah.
And we'll see
First and
Matt
10 from the
Bodner, the senior
31-yard
quarterback and company, take the field for the first time this evening. Their drive starts with 5:35 to play in the first quarter.
And something we've seen a lot of, the empty backfield.
Looking to throw, goes to the far side. Staying on his feet as number 13, that's going to be Boyd.
Got about 6 or 7 with that extra fight.
Number
Looks
7,
like they're going to
Matthew
give him
Bodner's
6.
pass completed to number 13, Andrew Boyd.
Now they have
7 on the
Capobianco
play.
in the backfield.
Man in motion. Bodner rolls, looks downfield.
Streba, who was in motion, is wide open. A lot of field to work with.
Plenty of space. Eventually dropped down at the bottom of your screen.
Bodner's pass is completed to number
Wrapped
5,
up
Jonathan
by
Streba.
Number 8,
Tackle made by number 8, Jake Wilkowiak.
Wakowiak on the stop. 5'8", 145. Picks up a first down and then some as the offense right back to it. Just 12 seconds into the play clock and a handoff this time. Capobianco gets
got room.
outside. Cuts inside. Stays on his feet. Drops
Down to the 11, looks like.
Tripped up. Looked to be Wakowiak.
Wakowiak again.
Handoff to number 11, Faust Capobianco. Tackle made by number
big
24,
gain.
Michael Gary.
And they gave the tackle to Michael Gary as well. So it's going to be
First
first.
and goal from the 10-yard
So
line.
they did give him the 10. So first and goal here,
Okay.
Jason,
It
for
looked like it was
Crusaders.
around the 11, but
Bodner gets the snap. Hands off.
that was Aaron Gordon,
And Gordon
number 1.
picks up about 3
Handoff
yards.
to number 1, Aaron Gordon. He's taken down by number 24, Michael Gary.
And Gary again with another tackle.
Second down and goal from the 6.
And it looks like Streba in the backfield now.
It's so hard to see these numbers even from where we're at.
Doesn't look tall enough to be Capobianco. Yeah, that's Streba.
Streba up the middle.
Touchdown.
And finds the end zone. Notre Dame gets on the board first here in Palmerton. It's
Touchdown, Notre
6-0.
Dame,
3:46 to play in the
Number
first
5,
quarter. And
Jonathan
Streba able to find
Pay dirt.
pay dirt in the Blue Bomber end zone. And we'll see. Believe that's number 12, Clemente Cintron. Point after attempt, snap, hold, and kick.
Plenty of distance. He's
Oh,
missed a
good.
couple wide, though.
He
this
has.
year we have.
But with
Extra point is
3:46
good
to
by
play
Clemente
in the
Cintron.
first quarter, Notre Dame Green Pond takes a 7-0 lead. You're watching Friday Night Football's
That'll
Game of the
make it
Week
Notre Dame
on
7, Palmerton
CWTAP.
0.
Superior Hardware, located at 400 South 3rd Street in Bangor, is your go-to source for home improvement supplies in the Slate Belt. With a variety of tools, screws, nuts, bolts, and more, Superior Hardware is the place to shop for your hardware needs. Superior Hardware offers a full line of Milwaukee tools, the highest quality power tools available. In addition to their in-store offerings, Superior Hardware ships nationwide via their website, www.superiorhardwarebangor.com. So you don't even have to live in the Slate Belt or drive to Bangor to sample all that Superior Hardware has to offer. Superior Hardware is open Monday to Friday from 7 till 5, Saturday from 7:30 to 4, and Sunday from 9 to 2. Call them at 610-588-3205 or stop by their location at 400 South 1st.
And we're back here at Palmerton. They trailed Notre Dame Green Pond 7-0 after the Jonathan Streba touchdown from about 7 yards out to take a 7-0 lead after the made point after attempt by Cintron. Kickoff is airborne.
Going to be Kuiper again.
Kuiper inside the 10.
Fakes the reverse.
Fakes it.
He's got a little hole out here.
Gets wrapped up and downed around the 29-yard line by
that was number 0.
Sammy
Return by
Marici.
number 6, Alex Kuiper. Brings it out to the 29-yard line.
Marici, a senior, standing at 6'3", 165, gets credit for the tackle.
That'll be 1st and 10 from
They're
the 30-yard line.
going to call it the 30-yard line. And we'll see TK Gursky. Excuse me, it looks like TJ Weller.
Yeah.
And they're both listed with stats on Max Preps where we're looking at here. And Weller, 37 of 64 for 351 yards.
Sophomore, he's a year younger.
Well, they're both sophomores.
Are they?
Yeah. 7 interceptions for Weller,
Oh, yeah, they
6 interceptions for Gursky as that ball's handed off.
Nothing doing there in the middle of the Notre Dame defense.
Gain
Capobianco.
1 yard on the play.
And Taglieri, the senior listed wide receiver, got the carry, 5'7", 145 wrapped up. So 3 different running backs touching the ball so far.
Yeah, they spread it around pretty good.
So we saw Gary Sagastume and now Taglieri.
They sure take a long time to get the play in.
They do, and that could be to their benefit for sure. Kind of exhausting each play clock.
It keeps the All-State quarterback on the other sidelines.
First clap tries to draw offside, gets the snap, will hand it off again up the middle. But oh, goodness.
He got stuck pretty good there. Let's see who that was.
Big
that was
hit.
Hull.
Run is by number 10.
And
Vincent
Hull looks like a
Taglieri.
good 4 to 5 inches taller. As Taglieri
Gain
listed
of 2 on the
5'7",
play.
145. Hull 5'11", 192.
Only a junior.
Tackle by number 17, John Hull.
So that
3rd
4-inch
down
difference
and 7
and
for the Bombers.
45-pound difference for sure.
That was a decleater there.
Yeah.
He had him off the ground.
So Weller, like I stated, 37 of 64. He'll roll out to the far side. Pressure coming, gets the pass off.
Garrett Grants was right there as soon as he threw the ball.
And Aaron Gordon dropped what would have been an interception on 3rd and medium. Brings up 4th and about
pass
7.
intended for number 10, Vincent Taglieri.
Is that Boyd
Covered by
and
number 1, Aaron
Streba
Gordon.
back deep again?
I believe
4th down
so.
and 7.
Drew Boyd and
Devlin Morrison comes
Streba
out to punt.
back deep.
And number 88, Devlin Moisen, a junior punter, 6'1", 166.
Clock stopped at 2:01 after the incompletion. High punt
snap.
pressure. Capobianco so close to getting a hand on it. It's going to take a bounce around the 46. Take a favorable
Palmerton bounce.
roll in favor of the Blue Bombers. It'll be down at the 38-yard line as Notre Dame, their offense will take the
Moisen's
field.
slowed down by number 21, Connor Lawless, at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame will start their drive on their own
A
37.
blue purse was found you're missing a blue purse, please report to the concession stand at the north end zone, the football concession stand, opposite of the scoreboard.
Bodner with Gordon in the backfield. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Streba looks like Lawless as well. Bodner over the middle, finds a man. Streba wrapped up.
Going to get about 5.
Wrapped up by...
Pass completed to number 5, Jonathan Streba.
I believe there's number 12, Ben
Nagley.
Palmerton running a 3-man front with one linebacker. They're really respecting the pass here.
You almost kind of have to with the way that this team plays in the Crusaders. Snap, Bodner looks to throw. Finds Streba. Picks up plenty of yardage. Still on his feet. Could he get there?
Speed for days.
Touchdown, Crusaders.
He has speed for days.
Jonathan Streba.
Touchdown, Notre Dame.
The 5'10"
Number 5, Jonathan
junior.
Streba.
I'll tell you what, he even beat the guys who had angles on him. That's how you know there's true speed there.
Exactly that. Cintron out for the point after attempt to extend this lead even further. It's 13-0 now, 1 minute and 9 seconds to play in the first. Cintron steps back. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up and no good. So we've seen Cintron miss a couple of point after attempts this season, and this adds on to it another here. So we'll take a short break. 13-0 Notre Dame Green Pond over Palmerton here on Friday Night Football's Game of the Week.
Crime on the rise across the United States of America. It's time to consider protecting your family with a home security system from Vivint. Smartphone-controlled monitoring, cameras, and lighting options are all available at your fingertips with Vivint. Call the Vivint Home Security Hotline today at 866-307-8417. Home security from Vivint, 866-307-8417. 866-307-8417. In today's dangerous world, a home security system gives your family some peace of mind. Don't delay. Call today. Vivint Home Security.
And welcome back to Palmerton. Notre Dame Green Pond extends the lead to 13-0. Streba with a couple of touchdowns this evening. One on the ground and that one in the air from about 60 yards.
And that was a short pass, almost an extension of the run game, and I think they can use that to their advantage when the playoffs start.
Kuiper, my goodness.
No, they tried the reverse, but the pitch was dropped.
Kuiper pitched it. I believe it was to Lawless, number 21.
Negley, I think it was 12.
Ben
Palmerton
Negley
will take over 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line.
So they faked the reverse the first 2 times. The second time it worked in their favor. This time Kuiper does extend the...
I would like that to be a handoff, though.
Yeah, that pitch from too far away. Yeah. Too much margin for error. And we see that now as the drive for the Blue Bombers starts from their own 15-yard line. We'll see in a second if that's Weller or Gursky in the backfield. Handoff by Gursky. And
Michael Gary on the carry.
It was Gary. He was unable to get anywhere through the middle.
He lost a yard, and I would just say the whole Notre Dame defensive line.
By number 11, Faust Capobianco.
Yeah, and Capobianco on the tackle. They've found some success in maybe 2 or 3 plays up the middle, but that's not going to be there every play, and we haven't really seen them kick it out wide, and when they have, there was a holding penalty. There are things that are going to limit them, and that's where this Crusaders defense is going to hold strong.
Oh, and a drop pass.
Pass intended for Vincent Taglieri falls incomplete It's a little too much on that from Gursky.
Vincent Taglieri.
Vincent 5'7", 145.
11.
He wasn't going to go very far, though, because Drew Boyd
It
was
was
right there.
But unfortunate break for the Blue Bombers. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11 now. Ball inside the 15. Clock stopped with 20 seconds to play in the opening quarter here. Rather brisk night out there tonight, Jason, as well. For
Up here in the mountains.
Pass.
That one's caught.
Found and caught by Sagastume.
He's going to be short, though.
He's going to be short by maybe 4 yards as that far side official steps back.
So it'll be 4th and 4 from the 21.
Caleb Sagastume.
And they're sending the punt unit
Gain of
out,
6
as
on the
they
play.
should. Because Notre Dame from the 21 scores a lot quicker
And
than
that's
Notre
the end
Dame
of the
from their
first
own
quarter.
38,
And
which was pretty quick.
And that's how the first
Notre
quarter is
Dame
going to end.
13,
It's
Palmerton
13-0
0.
here. Notre Dame Green Pond leading Palmerton. We'll take a short break for the end of the quarter and rejoin you for the start of the second here on CWTAP.
Have you racked up over $15,000 in credit card debt? Do the collection calls ring nonstop? There's a solution to the situation the banks don't want you to know about. CuraDebt has over 20 years of experience and thousands of 5-star reviews. Call the CuraDebt Credit Solutions hotline today to see if you qualify. 877-835-0026. No obligation, 100% confidential. CuraDebt Credit Solutions. 877-835-0026. CuraDebt Credit Solutions now. 877-835-0026. 877-835.
And welcome back. Starting the second quarter, Notre Dame Green Pond leads 13-0 over host Palmerton as the Blue Bombers set to punt 4th and 4 from their own 21. Punt off. It's not going to travel too far.
And it's out of bounds.
And it goes out of bounds. Depending where they mark it, it's only going to be about a 10-yard, not even. Oh, my goodness. He's still walking back.
It's a negative 1 yard punt. Because it'll be on the 20-yard line. So it's -1 on the punt net.
And pressure being applied there. We saw Capo Bianco come up and cause that almost panic we've seen out of Moisen. The second punt almost blocked that one. Maybe got a hand on it. But regardless of -1 yard punt, it's going to be 1st and 10 in the red zone now. For the Crusaders offense, Bodner in an empty backfield. Everyone's lined up to the near side, the bottom of your screen. Pass intended, gets through the hands of a defender, and that's Boyd into space. Stays on his feet, takes a big hit.
Down to about the 8-yard line, 9, they're going to mark him.
So close was Connor Lawless, the junior. The ball traveling through his hands.
To number 13, Andrew Boyd.
And Boyd able to corral it and pick up about
Tackle is made by number 44, James Mack.
Lawless had another 3 or 4 inches on that 5'5" frame. He might have had that pick.
Goal.
James Mack on the tackle. The senior, 5'9", 154.
Bodner rolls out, and he's going to pick up a couple, it looks like, down to this. Oh, no. They're marking him out at the 9.
Quarterback keeper by number 7, Matthew Bodner.
I believe it was 44.
Tackle is
So
made
no
by number
gain.
44, James Mack.
James Mack is number 44. I have him listed as
not on there.
56 here.
Oh,
So James Mack wearing 44.
No gain on the play.
Second and goal from the 9. Bodner empty backfield again. 3 to the bottom of your screen. Pressure, finds an open man in the far side of corner of the end zone. And it's going to be another touchdown.
Notre Dame.
It's going to be, I believe it's Boyd. Or 15.
Matthew Bodner to number 15, Carlos Diaz.
CJ Diaz, the junior wideout, makes it 19-0 2-0, and Diaz getting added to the party here. Second passing touchdown for Bodner this evening. Strebo with one on the ground, one in the air, and now C.J. Diaz, the junior, adds his name.
And they're going for 2.
To it as well, and we'll see Bodner stay on the field.
Trying to make it an even 21 here. Even though that's not an even number.
Yeah. In football scoring it is. Man in motion was Clark. Rolling out to the far side. Bodner examines. Wide open in the back of the end zone to complete the 2-point conversion.
It's either Diaz or Boyd
Rodgers
again.
pass completed to number 12, Clemente Cintron for a 2-point
Never mind.
conversion.
No.
Was it?
I don't think so.
I hate having yellow numbers. It looks like it
Looks
may
like-
have been.
Really?
It was Cintron.
Okay.
He's listed as a wide receiver and a punter, so not completely far off, but it's 21-0. Notre Dame Green Pond leading Palmerton. We'll be back for kickoff here in the second quarter.
We at Lifeline Screening have screened over 9 million people over 25 years. We identify your risk of stroke, cardiovascular disease, and other chronic illnesses. We use state-of-the-art ultrasound technology to look into your arteries to identify your plaque levels. During your screening, we examine the carotid arteries in the neck for plaque buildup that can lead to a stroke. We check your abdominal aorta for an aneurysm, a ballooning of this large artery in your belly which can rupture if it gets too big. We evaluate the pressures in your arms and ankles and calculate what is called an ankle brachial index. This is an indirect way to assess the flow in the arteries of legs and identify risks for more cardiovascular disease. We scan your shin bone to determine the density of the bone and derive risk for osteoporosis. And lastly, atrial fibrillation. If we detect anything that requires urgent attention, we will notify you immediately so you can contact your physician for follow-up. Screenings are simple, non-invasive, painless, and we have convenient locations throughout the United States.
And welcome back to Palmerton. They trail Notre Dame Green Pond 21-0. The 2-point conversion completed to Clemente Cintron instead of kicking the point after. He catches the 2-point conversion. Ball caught by Kuiper. Keeps it, cuts back, wrapped up from behind. Okay. And the drive will start for the Blue Bombers at their own 26-yard
Bring it out to the 26-yard line, and that's where the Bombers will take over. First
So
down and 10.
11-13 to play in the second quarter. The Blue Bombers trailing 21-0 on homecoming. The temperature continues to drop, 53 degrees.
Yeah, you can feel it now.
Yeah,
This
for
cold
sure.
mountain air.
Ball snapped. Weller hands it off and, planted. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe they'll give him forward progress, gain of 2.
Handoff is to
Gary
number
brought
24,
down.
Michael Gary.
Brought down
Gain
by
of 2 on the
Kasiba.
play. Tackled by number 27, Christian Troutwine.
No, it was 77.
Yes, I was going to say.
Second down and 8 yards to go.
Tom Kasiba, the senior, in on the tackle. Listed 5'11", 250. Big man up front. As Weller awaits the snap, gets it, bobbles, gives the handoff up the middle, and Gary spun around. And instead of a gain of 2, he gets about 4 this time. So third and manageable coming up, Jason, for the
Tackled
Bombers.
by Callett Wilson.
Run by number 24.
Wilson getting his name
Michael
in
Gary.
here as well.
Bring up 3rd and 3.
A long
That'll
3
bring
yards.
in third down and 3 for the Bombers.
Palmerton able to get some forward momentum in this run game with Gary. TJ Weller in at quarterback this drive, kind of rotating every other drive we've seen so far this evening. 9:50 on the game clock. Man in motion is Taglieri. Ooh, big hit
Some
up
big
the middle.
hits.
And no whistle as play kind of extended.
It's going to bring about 4th and 3.
Maybe.
Number 25.
Oh, no,
Gain
they
of a
gave him a
yard.
yard, so it'll be about
Gain of
4th
1
and
yard
2.
on the play.
And coming out is Devlin Moisen to punt again.
Last time Moisen punted, the ball was at the
Tackle number
21-yard line.
21, Colette Wilson.
The snaps have not been great.
It was a high snap last time as well. You were right. And Capo Bianco and Hull have been full send on the edges trying to get to Moisen, excuse me. Man in motion.
They faked it. They
First
got
down,
it.
picked it up. They faked it as Michael Gary gets the direct snap and picks up a first down. Some trickery.
The punter had a nice
Number
fake there,
24,
too.
He did.
Gary with the trickery.
Jumped
That'll be
backwards
good enough
like
for a Blue
he
Bomber
was trying to catch a bad
first
snap.
down.
Head coach Chris Walkowiak drawing up a play there to keep the drive alive.
Yeah. I like it. Little trickeration.
Yeah, the selling by Moisen, doing exactly what he's asked to do, and Weller stays out on the field with Gary. Gary out to block. Pressure coming.
Weller's going to get run down by Hull, and
And
he's going to get a horse
flag.
collar.
And I believe that's what the call is going to be, as Hull stands up, kind of shoulder shrug, and
That's a dangerous type tackle.
for sure
I
as
see a lot of guys get injured because their legs get locked up underneath them.
horse collar is the penalty, as Weller gets up, and you can see his jersey is pulled up towards his throat. The jersey's pulled down the back. You can kind of see his pads. And they're going to switch him out and bring TK Gursky back out on the field. And that penalty keeping the drive alive instead of a gain of 1, it's a gain of 15.
That's another coaching point for Coach Phil Stanbaugh when they watch film tomorrow morning.
For sure, yeah. Taking all these things into account. So we'll see Gursky out on the field again. Clock continues to run, 8:25 remaining in the second quarter. It's 21-0. Notre Dame Green Pond over the host, Palmerton Blue Bombers.
Palmerton with a nice drive going, aided by Notre Dame penalties and a little trickeration.
Gary with the handoff. Pressure comes. He gets rolled forward.
Capobianco on the tackle.
And Fausti Capobianco, the senior, 6 foot 185.
They're going to give him about 5 on that one.
Yeah, got rolled forward and got even more yardage because he was on top of Capobianco and benefits them. Call it a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 forthcoming. .740 on the game clock. Play clock at 16 now as they break the huddle. Gary to the left of Gursky. Rather youthful squad on the field. Gary gets the handoff right up the middle, trying to go behind his offensive lineman, number 59, Mason Cones, the junior, 6'1", 255.
And there were 7 Notre Dame defenders there.
All in that area. So a loss of maybe a yard there. Call it third and 7
from the 39. Now, you don't have to get it all here because in this territory, you're going to go for it. So, I mean, to run a quick pass that might get you 4 yards, and then you run your best play on 4th down.
Gursky gets the call with 16 on the play clock. They break the huddle at 10, and they'll snap the ball with 3. It was a rocket looking to throw over the middle. Completed into space.
Got it.
Nice completion to Gavin Mikesel, the sophomore wideout, 5'9", 150. And that picks up another Bomber first down. Clock continues to run, under 6.5 minutes to play in the first half.
Nice crosser there.
Finding just simple routes, easy routes for the quarterback to find some.
You have to with a sophomore quarterback. Just to get him in rhythm, you have to give him a couple easy throws. Get his confidence up.
And Gursky does exactly that to pick up the first down on 3rd and medium. Man in motion, Taglieri. He'll get the handoff up the field. Oh, he's met, and a trio of Crusaders have him meet the turf.
Led by Hull.
Hull, Gordon, and Caden Dietze all in on that play.
You saw all that forward momentum stop when Hull hit him first.
Hull's a big boy, 5'11", 192, and his presence is known and I'm sure felt for sure on the field for this Crusaders defense as we approach 5:20 to play in the second quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Bombers. Gursky
Garrett Grant showing blitz.
gets the snap. Will he hand it off? He does. Delayed, and they might lose a yard here, Jason.
Yeah, 2 it looks like.
Capobianco in there.
Kosiba in there.
Kasiba, I mean, we said his name a lot a week ago.
Yeah.
Kind of fills that middle of the field. They have found some space for sure in the middle. Not really getting to the edge too often. As you said, that's kind of been a weak spot.
Right.
If you want to call it that.
One of Notre Dame's few weak spots. But they tried once, and they got the holding penalty.
3rd and 9. 4.5 to play. Man coming free. Stepping up. Gursky sidesteps one. Would have done well to just get rid of the ball there.
Yeah. He's gained a yard, but it doesn't really do much for you.
It's going to bring up 4th and 8.
Would have been better to maybe give one of your guys a shot on a 50-50 ball.
It looks like he I don't want to call it a pump fake because that wasn't the intended thing. I think he thought a receiver was going to go to the sideline and cut back in.
Yeah.
So he had to kind of pull back, and at that point you're in no man's land.
Right. You're about to get hit, and it's
Just keep the ball.
tuck it.
So Gursky awaits the snap. He'll get it.
Oof.
Looking airborne for
Just
Caleb Sagastume.
Just missed the sack was Callett Wilson. He was right there just as he threw it.
And that's going to
Outside
be
linebacker
Gursky's
blitz.
pass incomplete. Intended for
Turnover
number
on
25,
downs.
Caleb Sagastume.
3:45 to go in the first half.
And that was another impressive drive, benefiting from penalties from
That'll be a
the
turnover on
Crusaders.
downs.
But that's
Notre Dame
almost
will take
what you
over
have
1st
to
and
do
10
against
from
this
their own
Crusaders
26-yard
squad is
line.
keep their offense off the field. You're
Yeah.
eating clock. And we said that from our first broadcast together when they faced Northern Lehigh. And that kept keeping Bodner at bay is what I said specifically.
Correct.
And now we'll see Bodner hit a receiver in Alex Clark, and he's still on his feet over the middle. Cuts past the 40, down around the 45-yard line, and a great pickup on the first play of the drive for the Crusaders.
Like we said, they just have too many weapons.
And they can, from all angles, all facets of the field, you don't know where they're going from, but they make it work. And that's the thing. Bodner has to be very pleased.
Palmerton has to take a timeout here because they ran a 12th guy out onto the field. Nobody came off.
So we'll take a short
Timeout,
break
Palmerton.
for this timeout. 3:29 to play in the second quarter. You're watching Friday Night Football's Game of the Week on CWTAP.
It's Queen's Nutritional Products, 1450 Pennsylvania Avenue in Allentown. The Novak family, still the proprietors. For a wide variety of high-quality vitamins, supplements, and herbs, shop Queen's Nutritional Products. From vitamin A to zinc and everything in between, the Queen Bee and her busy bees on staff can assist you. Queen's Nutritional Products also has a full line of dry and roasted nuts, dried fruits, and more. That historic nut hut still producing the best nuts and dried fruit.
Welcome back to Palmerton. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. Timeout called by the Blue Bombers. 3:29 to play in the second quarter. Bodner hits a man open around midfield, steps back, and eventually wrapped up by a couple
Looks
of
like
Blue Bombers.
Clark. I think it was a single number.
It was number 3.
3. Niche Lawless.
Niche Lawless, the junior, 5'9", 150. I believe that's the second catch of the night. Handoff, Streba.
Boy, for a little guy, he runs hard.
I believe that was Streba. We're still waiting to see the number. No, I believe that was 13. Was that Drew Boyd on the run?
Might have been.
Drew Boyd with a nice run and contact made. I believe that was Michael Gary on the tackle as well.
All that gold with these lights doesn't work too well. Oh,
flag on the play. Bodner delivers a strike, but nobody home. This is between a trio of Crusader receivers, but a flag.
I think you might have an illegal formation. They had a lot of guys in the backfield that time.
They did. There was a lot of movement there.
Yep, that's what it is.
And I believe that's Wakowiak.
And it's not a dead ball foul.
Yes.
Because it was just an illegal formation.
Correct. So they're going to decline it since it was an incomplete pass. So instead of making it 1st and 15, it's going to be 2nd and 10. So wise play by Coach Wakowiak, excuse me. And
we'll see. It's yet to be determined.
We'll see. Yeah, 2:41 to play until halftime. Notre Dame Green Pond leads Palmerton 21-0. Man in motion is Alex Clark.
He's going to get it.
Pass goes to the aforementioned Clark. Sidestep, stays on his feet. May have ripped his jersey as well.
First down.
And all that extra effort benefits.
It's definitely off of his shoulder pads. That we can tell.
My goodness, to keep that play alive.
Tackled by number 72, Colson Rizika.
And Clark goes to the sideline.
So Bodner with a Crusader in the backfield. With time, looks over the middle. Wide open.
That's Drew Boyd.
Oh, what a stop move.
Touchdown.
Finds the end zone.
Drew Boyd. What a move.
My goodness. Broke the ankles of a Blue Bomber to extend the lead. It's 27-0, 2:15 to play until halftime.
Boyd.
And Boyd, again, this is his first. Diaz has a touchdown reception. Boyd adds his name to that Streba with 2 this evening.
Yeah.
Spreading the love.
Bodner doesn't mind throwing to multiple guys.
No, he does not. Streba to hold. Cintron for the point after. Kick is up and good. And just like that, it's 28-0 here at Palmerton. The Crusaders leading the Blue Bombers 28-0. We'll step aside for a short break. Rejoin you for kickoff.
For over 60 years, Dietz's Tavern in Wind Gap has been a go-to locale for football fans in the Slate Belt food scene. With a variety of appetizers, salads, burgers, and entrees, Dietz's provides a down-home atmosphere, a friendly space to meet and mingle, and a full bar to watch the big games. Don't forget about wing nights on Wednesday, taco Thursday, and their weekly specials. Dietz's is open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 and can be found at 570 North Lehigh Avenue in Wind Gap. Stop by Dietz's today and sample the food, drink, and friendship firsthand. That's Dietz's Tavern, 570 North Lehigh Avenue in Wind Gap.
Welcome back. LJ Smith, Jason Parrish on the call with you this evening. Friday Night Football's Game of the Week, presented by Azar Supermarket and Pennsylvania Football News. 28-0 Notre Dame Green Pond over the host Palmerton Blue Bombers. And it's been all Bodner and myriad of receivers and Streba as well on the ground.
And Capobianco had a nice run, too.
He did. Kick's going to be caught and downed.
He's down,
at
yeah.
the 18. It was caught in the air. I believe that was 27.
Yep, Colton Labucas.
Labucas, just a freshman, 5'8",
Kick
130.
by number 27, Colton Labucas.
He caught it with his knee on the ground, which in the NFL you would be able
fine.
to get back up. But college and high school,
different
you're
story.
Down.
So drive's going to start on the 18 for the Blue Bombers. 2 timeouts remaining for Palmerton. 2:12 to play until halftime.
1st and 10, Palmerton from their own 18-yard line.
It'd be interesting to see if Coach Phil Stambaugh, if they stop him here on first down, if they start using their timeouts to get the ball back.
Ball snapped. This time it's TJ Weller.
That was a face mask.
And flag thrown in at the spot.
Now in high school they have
to number 10,
a
Vincent
5-yard
Tagliari.
and a 15-yard.
Little
So it'll be
long
interesting to
field.
see
What they call here.
what he called because he let go of it relatively quickly.
Quickly, yes. Tagliari on the carry. Capobianco was
They
in.
are calling the 15-yard variety, though.
Okay, so another benefit that we've seen
Face mask against Notre Dame.
towards, or in favor of, I should say, for Palmerton. And this 15-yard penalty is going to make it 1st and 10, an automatic first down.
Honestly, I thought that should have been a 5 because I don't think he actually pulled on it. I think he grabbed it, realized it, and let go.
But if he did, the momentum he has moving that face mask, if the official deemed or the referee deems that, it will. The benefit of it is now Palmerton 1st and 10 from the 31. Quick outlet pass, stays on his feet. Tagliari brought down for a loss of a yard, and Hull expressive on the far side of the field. He continues to do exactly what we've seen him do all season so far, and limping over now on the. He's gonna take a knee. Is Tagliari, Vincent Tagliari, the senior,
No gain on the play.
who was on the carry.
On the play.
And we'll take a short break for the injury timeout and rejoin you when play resumes here at CWTAP.
The Leather Corner Post Bar and Grill, 6855 Horseshoe Road in Orfield, has served up good food and good cheer since the 1860s. LZB is a one-of-a-kind local bar with great food, cold beer, and plenty of memories to be made. Sample their wings, burgers, salads, and more in a relaxed neighborhood pub setting. And with sports, Bolka, and more on their TVs, LZB is your hometown pub in Lehigh County. LCB is also the Boomba capital of the Lehigh Valley and features Bolka music on the 3rd Thursday of every month, with the Steelworkers Bolka Band performing from 6 until 9 p.m. LCB is open Tuesday to Thursday from 3 until 11, Friday and Saturday from noon to 1:30 a.m.
Tagliari off the field by his own power, but some assistance from the training staff for Palmerton. And
Notre Dame choosing not to use their timeout so far. Clock ticking down under 1:20.
1:13 to play. 5 on the play clock is Weller, and a flag
Got a false start.
against the Blue Bombers.
And now we'll Phil, with them backed up, start using his timeout.
So the clock stops right now at 1:10 to play. And 2nd and 16 for Palmerton. And I think he's signaling it. No?
No, because the clock stopped. He might
Okay,
after
so
this play, though.
yeah, it looked like he was going to call it, but the clock didn't go. Pass intended
And they don't have to use a timeout.
for Lawless. Just a little underthrown by TJ Weller. And 1:07, just 3 seconds tick off the clock. And 3rd and 16 for Palmerton. We'll see Notre Dame, if they can make a stand. Do they call a timeout to force a punt and potentially add on another score in the final minute and, let's say, 4 seconds if they call a timeout?
Their quarterbacks are TJ and TK.
Yeah. And this one, TJ Weller looks to throw. Pump fakes, wrapped up and dropped in the backfield.
Yeah, that was Giancarlo Guadagnino.
Guadagnino, the senior, 5'11", 230, with an emphatic sack.
And he can move, too.
Ooh, untouched into the backfield. No timeouts called.
Phil is not calling timeout. So we'll have 3 when the offense returns to the field.
So if they wait out the play clock, be about 20 seconds, a little under 20 seconds.
Looks like Palmerton's going to do that, call timeout with 1 second on the play clock.
Exhaust the play clock. So about 18 seconds, 19.2 seconds to play. We'll see the punting squad come out, and Devlin Moisen.
Timeout.
Maybe go for a block here.
And Capo Bianco has shown he can do that. We've seen how fast Hulk can move. And getting in the backfield that time was Guadagnino. Anything's possible.
We got some big boys that can move.
And we're going to keep it here for this timeout as we're just 19.2 seconds away
from halftime.
On what finally feels like a fall evening.
Yeah, we're finally here.
We've been very fortunate in our games to have pleasant, warmer weather, seasonably warm weather.
Yes.
Northern Lehigh was one of the ones that felt kind of cold. Tamaqua was the start of that going the other way. Last week, it was cold, but we didn't have to worry about elements at Lafayette College.
Right.
So we benefited from that, and tonight in a nice press box as well. As we are just under 20 seconds away from halftime here in Palmerton.
Devlin Moisen set to punt.
I believe this is his 4th or 5th punt of the evening.
Streba about halfway in front of, looks like
Boyd maybe.
Boyd or Diaz.
Punt gets off, end over end, is going to bounce at the 40 and go out of bounds. Clock wasn't stopped right away. We'll see if they add time or not. 11.7 is where it stopped currently. 3 timeouts for the Crusaders. They will start their drive.
Moises' punt goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
The Blue Bomber 45.
Notre Dame will take over there, first down and 10.
11.7 to go.
Couple of pass plays possible.
Yeah.
I'd say 2 plays. Probably ideal situation for Coach Stanball and the Crusaders.
I'm surprised Clark isn't out there. He's usually their big play, go over the top guy, and they're just going to run it.
Streba, right up the middle, drop down, call it the 37.
They're going to just let it go to halftime with a 28-0 lead.
And that's the final play of the first half. The score 28-0 in favor of Notre Dame Green Pond.
And that's
as
the
they
end of the first
have
half
owned
of play.
the first half against this Palmerton Blue Bomber squad hosting homecoming this evening. We'll take a short break and rejoin you for the second half here. You're watching Friday Night Football's Game of the Week presented by Azar Supermarket and PA Football News here on CWTAP.
Superior Hardware, located at 400 South 3rd Street in Bangor, is your go-to source for home improvement supplies in the Slate Belt. With a variety of tools, screws, nuts, bolts, and more, Superior Hardware is the place to shop for your hardware needs. Superior Hardware offers a full line of Milwaukee tools, the highest quality power tools available. In addition to their in-store offerings, Superior Hardware ships nationwide via their website, www.superiorhardwarebangor.com. So you don't even have to live in the Slate Belt or drive to Bangor to sample all that Superior Hardware has to offer. Superior Hardware is open Monday to Friday from 7 till 5, Saturday from 7:30 to 4, and Sunday from 9 to 2. Call them at 610-588-3205 or stop by their location at 400 South 1st Street in Bangor to jumpstart your home improvement projects today. That's Superior Hardware, 400 South 1st Street in Bangor. X-Golf, located just off the 25th Street exit of Route 22 in Easton, offers a premier golf simulation experience. With some of the most realistic indoor golf simulators you've ever seen, X-Golf is the premier place to work on your game before you hit the courses around the Lehigh Valley. If it's driving that needs work, putting that needs practice, or that pesky short game that haunts you, X-Golf is the perfect spot to perfect your swing. Bring your clubs, borrow one of our in-house sets, big up your friends, and come on down to X-Golf for a fun time. It's always 72 and sunny at X-Golf, and double bogeys are welcome, so you don't have to worry about a cart full of golfers behind you on hole 7. To schedule your tee time, call X-Golf at 484-250-0391. That's 484-250-0391. X-Golf. 80 Kunkel Drive in Easton, right off the 25th Street exit of Route 22. It's Queen's Nutritional Products, 1450 Pennsylvania Avenue in Allentown. The Novak family, still the proprietors. For a wide variety of high-quality vitamins, supplements, and herbs, shop Queen's Nutritional Products. From vitamin A to zinc and everything in between, the Queen Bee and her busy bees on staff can assist you. Queen's Nutritional Products also has a full line of dry and roasted nuts, dried fruits, and more. That historic nut hut still producing the best nuts and dried fruits in the Lehigh Valley. Queen's Nutritional Products also offers a variety of natural soaps, shampoos, toothpaste, and more because what you put on your body is as important as what you put in it. Queen's Nutritional Products is open Monday through Wednesday and Saturday from 9 until 6, Thursday and Friday from 9 till 7, as well as Sunday from 11 till 4. Seniors get 10% off every day on many items in the store. Visit them online at queensnutrition.shop, or better yet, stop by Queen's Nutritional Products at 1450 Pennsylvania Avenue in Allentown. Azar Supermarket, 3131 Linden Street in Bethlehem. Locally owned and operated by George Azar. Stop by today and pick from the freshest produce, much of it grown right here at home in Pennsylvania. Peruse the meat counter for the finest cuts of chicken, beef, lamb, and halal products. Take a step to your right. It's a selection of olives and mezza and cheese and more. Azars features a full lineup of products imported from the Mediterranean, including Lebanese olive oil and hard-to-find spices and herbs. Shop Azars, 3131 Linden Street in Bethlehem, for great value. Rachel's Refinished Furniture, located at 205 Blue Valley Drive in Bangor, has a showroom filled with refinished furniture, mirrors, home decor, and more. Rachel's has unfinished pieces which you can customize as well. If you've got a piece which you would like to have refinished, you can have your furniture given a new life at Rachel's Refinished Furniture. You can contact Rachel's Refinished Furniture at 610-810-8486 and speak to Rachel in person. That's 610-810-8486 for Rachel's Refinished Furniture, 205 Blue Valley Drive in Bangor. The Book and Puppet Company, located at 161 Northampton Street in downtown Easton, is a treasure trove of literature for kids and adults alike. With a large selection of children's and youth-geared content to New York Times best-selling authors across a variety of topics, the Book and Puppet Company has literary works for many ages and interests. The Book and Puppet Company is open at 11 a.m. Sunday through Friday and has its late night on Saturday, opening at 10 a.m. and closing at 9 p.m. For more information, you can visit their website at bookandpuppet.com. That's the Book and Puppet Company, 161 Northampton Street in Easton.
Welcome back here, CWTAP viewers. It's halftime. Palmerton High School Friday night football game of the week. Notre Dame leading the Bombers 28-0. Alex and Matt Baker joining you right now. We've taken a step in from the chilly northeastern Pennsylvania evening, but that just means the playoffs are around the corner.
As well as the leaves changing.
You know, it's been beautiful. I was up in Wilkes-Barre on Wednesday, and we were like right at peak. And it was really nice up there. Interesting, on the ride up, Mount Pocono leaves off the trees already.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's
coming.
It's coming. Winter is on the way. They're saying 38 tonight or something like that down in the valley, which means that up here in Palmerton, probably 32, 33. It's not out of the question. Yep. But let's dive into the playoff hunt a little bit here. Some of the stats and scores that we have coming in from around the viewing area. There's some interesting games worth talking about, especially when you look for PowerPoints and seedings. I think the upset watch of the night right now it's Northampton and Nazareth.
Yeah, I mean, shockingly, Northampton at the half up 14-7. I was not expecting that.
No, you know what? But this is a good football team, and we've talked about this for the last 2 years now about how they just really systematically rebuilt that program. And listen, they're competitive. They're going to make the playoffs, most likely. I think Emmaus is going to come up short. I think they'll beat Allen, lose to Parkland, and they're going to come up just short.
I mean, it all depends, though, too, because it depends on what happens with Pocono Mountain West. Pocono Mountain West is losing currently tonight. So, based off of
Emmaus could
winning
get in.
Percentage, Emmaus, even if they go 1-1,
it's not
could
out of the
theoretically
question,
get in yet. which is why they're not green.
Right. And we are looking up on the screen right now. We probably should have just superimposed the web browser onto the
next week.
We'll do that for week 10 because that's when it gets real.
Yes.
There are a host of teams that have qualified for the playoffs, and this is something we'll talk about a little bit. Obviously, Easton is number 1, and they're in a bit of a dogfight right now with Freedom.
Yeah, 7-7 late in the second quarter, so we'll keep our eye on that one tonight.
Parkland improved to 9-0 last night. They looked really good against Whitehall, and they laid it in.
Yeah, especially for Whitehall, all the turnovers last night. I mean, you cannot turn the ball over when you're facing a team like Parkland, and they turned it over at the worst times.
Interesting note as well, right now, Parkland is 3rd in the district playoffs because of strength of schedule.
Yes, I mean, unfortunately, you're playing 6A schools, but when you add a William Allen and a Deeriff on your schedule, that it just hurts you because they don't get wins.
Yeah, and you and I had spoken about this before the game as well when we were out to dinner. That George Washington doesn't have a good record either. Who they opened the season with
2-6.
Yeah, Pleasant Valley's 3-5. You compare that to what Easton's had with Central Bucks West and Erasmus, Becca. It's a better body of work. And with Freedom and Nazareth ahead, I think Nazareth, even if they drop this one tonight, could still stay ahead of them and get a home game.
Yeah, they're going to get one, but being in the spot to get the second one.
It would be the second one, right. And a second time around, you never know. I know Parkland really took them to the cleaners the first time, but
it was just after they lost Falzone.
Yep.
A lot of things going on with that Nazareth locker room. There's so many differences between then to now. So have to wait and see how it all pans out.
We know who's in the 5A playoffs.
I can't believe it. I can't believe all 4 of them made it.
That's the conversation that we're going to have as we go through halftime after we go through District 11. Obviously, Whitehall is number 1 in 5A, and they are heavy favorites, even in spite of that loss last night, to kind of just steamroll through the district playoffs, which start in 2 weeks. Quad A, Southern Lehigh is the real deal. They look the part again tonight against Saucon Valley. By all accounts, that game is done and dusted.
Yeah, and, they're going to lock that up, but when you look at that opponent winning percentage again, I mean, it's very low.
It's not out of the question points-wise. And again, our halftime next week is going to be fun because we're going to be doing a lot of math.
Oh, yes.
It's not out of the question that Becca can jump them and take the number 1 spot, which for Southern Lehigh, I think the goal there is to try to avoid Becca or Central or end Central until the final. And if they fall into that 2 spot, it could be having to play them back-to-back weeks potentially, and that becomes a very, very tall order. Also worth noting in Quad A, Bangor and Wilson are still in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, and I mean, on the outside looking in too, East Stroudsburg North, all 3-0-8. So it's going to be very interesting next week to see how that pans out.
This will be our score following next week. We are going to follow these scores on Friday. Obviously, we'll be at Bangor Penn Argel, and we'll be up at Dietz's Tavern throughout the week. We'll be there on Monday for wing eating night. We'll be there Thursday with the Steelworkers. We're going to be there Friday a little bit before the game. But as we're there, you're going to start to watch 2 of the 3 play. And then the Warrior win watch on Saturday with Notre Dame. AAA, I think this is the most interesting of the brackets to me because Notre Dame, Northwestern, North Schuylkill, all capable of winning this thing.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with that. Different styles of play, too. Northwestern, Lehigh likes to run the ball. North Schuylkill, they like to run the ball, drain the clock, keep your defense on there and play very good, strong defense. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens in 3A.
AA Schuylkill Haven, number 1. I think they should cruise into the playoffs as the number 1 seed. They're up big tonight on Nativity. They'll be moving to 9-0. Williams Valley, we talked about last week, and you heard it on Pennsylvania Football News, State of PA Football, about the coaching situation there. Palisades, they're a team that I think you need to watch. They've got a couple of scholarship players. We've had them on our air twice now, and they did give Notre Dame a really tough game.
That game literally came down to back-to-back completed 4th downs, but flags. And then on the 3rd 4th down, they missed on the reception. So literally they had Notre Dame. They had them. So I agree. Palisades. I do not want to see Palisades in the playoffs.
I think, listen, Penn Argyle's going to be in. They'll finish in the top 8. We're going to have them on our air again next week against Bangor. They take on Catasauqua tomorrow at home. They blinked against Saucon Valley last week, lost 24-7. That'll hurt their seeding a little bit, but if they can rebound with wins against Caddy and Bangor, you could see them maybe jump Northern Lehigh into that 5 spot, maybe even pass Minersville into the 4, but that's all really going to get determined next week.
Yeah, no, I have to agree. And, seeing executive on there, just saw the post today that their new stadium is starting to move along. So I believe they're supposed to have everything constructed, not completed, mainly by March, April.
Yeah, they're trying to move this thing along pretty quickly. It's going to be a 4,000-seat, state-of-the-art stadium on top of the parking deck.
Yes.
Out back. I'm really excited to see what that does for their program. I think that they have lofty ambitions in especially basketball, but football as well.
Yep.
They've reeled off 3 wins in a row against Biglerville, Valley West, and School of the Future from Philadelphia. New Hope and Academy of the New Church before the end. They'll get enough power points where they will be, firmly in the top 8. Watch out for them because they could throw a wrench into this, or they could be out in the first round.
They could throw a wrench in because they don't play really anyone from around the valley. They go outside and play a lot of their games.
Yeah, there's not really a barometer that you could take off of this. Belmont Charter, who they have ranked in Class A, Pennsylvania Football News now, Berks Catholic, Bristol, Central Columbia, they haven't played any District 11 schools, so it's hard to really get a feel of that. Up in 1A, you've got Lac Trail, who comes down from District 2, and they are rocking and rolling tonight. They've already hit 40.
Yeah, so and I like Lac Trail. Maybe, who knows, maybe we'll get a first-round playoff game.
You never know. Let's have, because we've still got some time here, let's have the discussion now, Matt. When you look at this playoff picture, and we see what's green and what will become green in District 11, we can go and do the same thing up in District 2, and there will be green that comes into play next week with 1 win, 0 wins, 2 wins. To me, I would like to see a consolidation of Districts 2 and 11.
Yeah, no, I have to agree. It's getting to the point now where I think across the state even, you have to talk about it. You got different programs building, different programs who 20, 30 years ago were very strong. You had, unfortunately, a great, strong population that it's not there anymore. Your coal region's starting to fade out.
Yeah, it is.
Your cities are getting, your cities and suburbs of cities are starting to get larger. You have to do something, and I think now might be the time to think about a redistrict.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, and I would be in favor of straight up just merging 2 and 11 into each other, especially because if you look at this year's playoff situation, I had the District 2 stuff up in the office earlier today. Right now, if you looked at AAA, if this was all combined, you would have Notre Dame 1, Northwestern 2, undefeated Berwick 3. You would have Wyoming area at number 4. Then it would be North Schuylkill, Scranton Prep. Then you would get to Saucon Valley, Lake Lehman. There wouldn't be teams with losing records, 1, in the playoffs. And 2, it would eliminate in, say, Quad A, those 0-8 teams, and you would be looking at Valley View, North Pocono, Dallas, all crashing that party, and it would adjust the bracket accordingly. And this is nothing against Bangor, Wilson, East Stroudsburg, North, all these other teams that are going to be in this position. But to me, it waters down the playoff a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely waters it down. I mean, you shouldn't really have teams that are 1-2, even as we're going to see, a 0-win team possibly. They shouldn't be an 8 seed.
No.
You shouldn't have that.
They shouldn't have to play Southern Lehigh.
No, and I think that's a good point, Jason, is they shouldn't have to play Southern Lehigh a second time around. It's not fair, I think, for Southern Lehigh. It's not fair for the team that's got to play them. Nobody's getting any better in that week in the playoffs. And if you're Southern Lehigh, it's the week that will be the most dangerous for you in the playoffs. Not because they're going to lose the game, because that could be the week that somebody gets hurt. And you want it to be, if somebody's going to get hurt, you want it to be in a highly competitive game. I mean, obviously you don't want anybody to get hurt ever, but if you lose a player when you're playing against Blue Mountain in the first round now, it's a little bit different. But again, I'm a firm believer that it's time to redistrict much of the PIAA, especially if they're going to stay at 6 classes.
Yeah, no, it's something that needs to be talked about. I mean, even looking at District 11, you have 4 teams in 5A.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's something where the state needs to go back through and say, hey, you know what? We went to 6 classes. We're going to drop to 5 classes to try to compact it a little more.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I had no problem with 4. I thought that was adequate. But if you want to go to 5, I think that will cut out a lot of this across the state. And I understand why the 6 classifications exist. It's for the small districts. It's for District 5, District 9,
right,
to help those teams out. But
as the state, they can go through and say, hey, you know what? We're going to change it down to 5. We're going to change it that, 1, 2, 3, no change. But for 4 and 5, there's a change for the male athletes.
I think
male students.
I think that makes sense. Where you're almost merging 5 and 6 together, and then 3 and
5 and 6, but also
4.
Your lower end 5 might drop down to 4.
Yeah.
Maybe your lower end 4 might drop back down to
3. Yeah. I think that would be a way to do it where you could solve a lot of districts, because this isn't just a District 11, District 2 problem. District 4, bigger schools are in this issue as well. If you look out in Western Pennsylvania, District 5, District 6, District 9, District 10, they're all playing these sub-regionals now that are halfway across the state.
Right.
And I think what you're suggesting will help alleviate that problem a little bit.
Yeah, it would. And even for scheduling aspects, it would help alleviate a lot of it. So, but looks like we're getting about ready to start the second half. And final score update, Easton 14, Freedom 7 at the
All right, we're going to step aside here. We'll keep the camera on as we get ready for the second half, but we're going to just trade headsets out here, and it'll be LJ and Jason Parrish to take you home on the Friday Night Football Game of the Week presented by Azars.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. LJ Smith, Jason Parrish on the call for the second half of action between Notre Dame Green Pond and Palmerton here on homecoming. Palmerton will be kicking off to the Crusaders. And the first one, you are correct, for sure. They did receive the opening kickoff, and now they are kicking off for the first time this evening from the 40. It looks like a trio of Crusaders back deep.
It's a short squib kick, and it's going to go out of bounds, so Notre Dame will start at the 35-yard line.
So out of bounds it goes. And the Crusaders will start with their first drive of the second half, leading 28-0. A very Crusader-dominated first half, Jason.
Yes.
Notre Dame will start.
Notre Dame pretty much can do whatever, has been able to do whatever they want to on offense. As we said, Streba had a touchdown rushing and receiving, and Diaz had a touchdown. Boyd had a touchdown. See if he gets some new guys involved as well here.
Empty
backfield.
backfield.
Of the second half.
To start with Bodner.
Haven't seen much of Clark tonight. He's usually one of their top weapons.
We'll see if they go that direction here. Stays on their feet. Eventually dropped down by a couple of Blue Bombers.
Was that 3? Nyche Lawless? Possibly.
That's Lawless's third catch of the
Passes
game.
number 3, Che Lawless.
So he'll gain about 7.
Second down.
Tackled by number 8, Jake Koviak. Gain of 8 on the play.
Gain of 8, so 2nd and 2 for the Crusaders, looking to throw immediately to the near side of your screen. Over the middle, wide
Touchdown.
open, Drew Boyd. He's going to get there.
Not catching that speed from behind.
My goodness, Drew Boyd with a firework to start the second half off. It's going to be 34-0.
And if they make the extra point, it'll be a running clock.
Bodner to number 13, Andrew Boyd.
Boyd, I believe that's his second touchdown of the evening as well.
Yeah, him and Stryba both have 2 now.
And we see Cintron out for the point after attempt. Stryba to hold. We're just 43 seconds into the third quarter. Kick is up, and it is...
That one's good.
Good. It is 35-0 here in Palmerton. We'll take a short break. When we rejoin you, running clock will take place here in the third quarter with 11:17 to play.
Azar Supermarket, 3131 Linden Street in Bethlehem. Locally owned and operated by George Azar. Stop by today and pick from the freshest produce, much of it grown right here at home in Pennsylvania. Peruse the meat counter for the finest cuts of chicken, beef, lamb, and halal products. Take a step to your right. It's a selection of olives and mezza and cheese and more. Azar's features a full lineup of products imported from the Mediterranean, including Lebanese olive oil and hard-to-find spices and herbs. Shop Azar's, 3131 Linden Street in Bethlehem for great value.
And welcome back to Palmerton. Notre Dame Green Pond makes it 35-0, so after kickoff, the clock will continue to run for the rest of the evening. LJ Smith, Jason Parrish on the call. And the first time the Blue Bombers kick off, it's 2 to 3 plays and a 57-yard touchdown to Drew Boyd for the Crusaders. And a squib kick picked up at the 29-yard line, trying to get outside and wrapped up, thrown to the turf.
That was 23, Gavin Maxiel.
By number 23, Gavin Mikesel.
And Colette Wilson,
50 number.
a senior, wraps up for the tackle as Mikesel.
5'6".
I believe that's a second
095.
return. The first one, his knee was on the turf. They started the drive at the 18. This time they're starting their drive from the 32.
095 711.
So we'll see what this Blue Bombers offense can do. We've seen them rotate quarterbacks between T.J. Weller and T.K. Gursky.
Looks like TK's the one to start the second half.
And he did get the start this evening. Weller came in second. They've been rotating quarterbacks for drives. Handoff up the middle, wrapped up by a trio
Looks like
of Crusaders.
Capobianco was the first one.
No gain for number 24,
Michael Gary on the carry.
Second down and 10.
And no gain. Back to the line of scrimmage. And we'll see if they continue to exhaust the clock. They've taken a majority of the play clock to get a call in and break the huddle. Now with a running clock situation, 10:32 and counting. See what they elect to do here. Man in motion is Taglieri.
Going for a deep one, and it's going to be picked.
Intercepted.
Gordon, I believe, and he's going to take it all the way back.
All the way, a pick six.
For Alex Gordon.
Aaron Gordon. With a pick six. That pass by Gursky just floated as he was looking for Connor Lawless. And a pick six for Aaron Gordon. Makes it 41-0. And the clock stops on a scoring play. As Cintron awaits the point after. So 2 scores in less than 2 minutes to start the second half for Notre Dame Green Pond.
Doesn't take them long.
Kick is up, and
that one's good as well.
Good. 42-0. Notre Dame leads Palmerton here on homecoming. You're watching Friday Night Football's Game of the Week, presented by CWTAP.
X Golf, located just off the 25th Street exit of Route 22 in Easton, offers a premier golf simulation experience. With some of the most realistic indoor golf simulators you've ever seen, X Golf is the premier place to work on your game before you hit the courses around the Lehigh Valley. If it's driving that needs work, putting that needs practice, or that pesky short game that haunts you, X Golf is the perfect spot to perfect your swing. Bring your clubs, borrow one of our in-house sets, big up your friends, and come on down to X Golf for a fun time. It's always 72 and sunny at X Golf, and double bogeys are welcome, so you don't have to worry about a cart full of golfers behind you on hole 7. To schedule your tee time, call X Golf at 484-250-0391. That's 484-250-0391. X Golf.
And we're back here at Palmerton. The Crusaders getting set to kick off. 2 touchdowns in under 2 minutes, Jason. A 54-yard touchdown pass to Drew Boyd, and that interception by Aaron Gordon for a pick 6.
And it might be a running clock, but it hasn't been running a lot because on scoring plays and change of possession, it does stop.
Connor Lawless wrapped up, spun around after unable to catch it. It bounces off the 5, and he was able to corral it eventually. So this drive will start from their own 25.
Now it should be started up, shouldn't it?
I thought so.
Shouldn't this clock? Oh.
Okay, so once the ball is snapped, the game clock will continue to continuously run.
Oh, no, now they're starting it. They had to get the ball spotted and the chains in place.
First, and then the clock continues to run. We're under 10 minutes now in the third quarter. And now we see the likes of T.J. Weller. Movement up front. Gonna
false start on number 60.
Mason Heilman.
5'8", 276.
Penalty against Palmerton. Snap infraction.
So with that, back him up 5 yards. Clock's going to continue to run here.
That'll make it first down and 15.
So they're getting the play call in. Ben Negley at the bottom of your screen. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. I believe that's Taglieri in the backfield with Weller. He'll get the handoff and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe even a yard. It's going to be second and 14.
Second and Coaldale.
Vincent Taglieri.
Second and Coaldale it is.
Tackle is made by number 44, Dominic Tachi.
Or maybe we'll give him Lansford. It's a little closer.
A little closer than that. Waiting the play call with 20 on the play clock. Game clock continues to run, 8:45 in the third. 42-0 in favor of the Crusaders.
They can score quick and they can score in bunches.
And we've seen that here with just 2 minutes in, 2 scores and handoff this time. Bouncing off. Ooh, a big hit. Planted into the turf.
That's Hull again.
And
man, we said his name a lot.
Whew. Michael Gary bounces off one defender, spins into
Michael Gary.
John Hull, and that's not somewhere you really want to be spun.
Somebody you want to see when you come out of a spin move.
John Hull. That'll make it 3rd and 9.
And a whistle here. I believe Gary's going to come off the field after getting his bell rung there. And it's going to be just an official's timeout. So they will temporarily stop the clock as Michael Gary taken.
Now it's started back up.
Out of field of play. Maybe got his bell rung for sure as he hit the turf hard as he spun into John Hull.
Yeah.
5'11", 192. Gary is 5'9", 173, so not much smaller, but my goodness. Quick pass. Weller airs it out.
Oh, almost intercepted again.
Picked off.
And that would have been another touchdown.
And falls off the hands of Aaron Gordon.
That would have been his second defensive touchdown.
Yeah. Wow.
4th down and 9.
My goodness.
And I think we'll see the punter, but maybe not.
Ben Negley was the intended
Yes, we will see the
receiver,
punter.
and Moisen back deep to punt. So it's 4th and 9.
I think you might see some substitutions by Notre Dame coming pretty soon. Don't want to get anybody hurt in a blowout.
Moisen gets the snap. Free man gets by, and Capobianco. Punt's going to take a bounce from the Crusaders' 49-yard line,
Ooh,
making
Drew
the
Boyd
grab.
taking a chance there.
And we've seen him do that a couple of times this season. The one we saw at
Punt
Northern
return by
Lehigh
number
had
13,
40
Andrew
yards of
Boyd.
free sprint. No
Tackled
one
by
picked
number
up the
26,
ball. He
Ryan
only had to
Sandy.
travel 13 yards after that.
Right.
No one in front of him for a punt return. That time really taking a chance and gain of about 5 yards after where he made the initial contact. So ball's going to be spotted at the Crusader 49-yard line where they will start their drive. 6:45 and counting on the clock here in the third quarter.
They still have Bodnar out there.
And a whistle blowing.
We got a timeout, Palmerton.
And a timeout taken by the Blue Bombers. Clock's going to stop. 6:34 to play. We'll take a short break and rejoin you on the other side of this timeout.
Timeout, Palmer.
Superior Hardware, located at 400 South 3rd Street in Bangor, is your go-to source for home improvement supplies in the Slate Belt. With a variety of tools, screws, nuts, bolts, and more, Superior Hardware is the place to shop for your hardware needs. Superior Hardware offers a full line of Milwaukee tools, the highest quality power tools available. In addition to their in-store offerings, Superior Hardware ships nationwide via their website, www.superiorhardwarebangor.com. So you don't even have to live in the Slate Belt or drive to Bangor to sample all that Superior Hardware has to offer. Superior Hardware is open Monday to Friday from 7 till 5.
And welcome back to Palmerton after the timeout. Bodnar with time. No flag there is.
It looked like a hold to me.
Yeah, as Bodnar escapes again and eventually wrapped up on the play, but not before.
Going to have the first down.
They give him a first down. Clock's going to continue to run regardless. On the tackle there was
Quarterback keeper
Wakowiak.
for number 7, Matthew Bodnar. Tackled by number 8, Jake Wakowiak.
Koviak in on the tackle. There's one other Blue
First
Bomber
down for Notre
in
Dame,
on the
green flag
tackle.
from the
Might have
41.
been Negley. But Bodnar extends that play after the no call on holding. Hands it off.
Ooh, nice play. Number
And-
60, Mason Heilman on the tackle.
And is that number 25?
Yes, it
Jason
is.
Frederick, the junior running back.
We've
Handoff
seen
to
him
number
a
25,
couple of
Jason
times this
Frederick.
year.
Tackled by number 60, Mason
Spelling
Heilman.
Capobianco and
Loss of 1 on the play, second down. And
Streba
11.
is out on the
Streba.
field right now, but he's at a wideout position. Ball is snapped. Bodnar into a clean pocket. Pass intended, or kind of went in between two. Is that Cody Driscoll?
yeah, it
Incomplete
looked like a
pass
little bit
intended
of
for number 10, Cody Driscoll.
little bit of
Third down and
miscommunication
11.
there. They had two receivers in the same spot.
It was Driscoll and then Dietze. Kind of overlapped in that crossing route. And 3rd and 11 now for the Crusaders. Similar setup here for Bodnar. Frederick
Palmerton
in the
bringing
backfield.
some pressure.
A little screen play. Sidesteps one. Bowls
Runs
over
another one, and he's still going. He's only going to be about a yard short.
And that brought a whole host of Bombers over to the side to
Screen
force
pass to number
Frederick out of
25, Jason
bounds.
Frederick.
But not before he's just maybe, a yard and a half short, Jason.
Yeah. It's a nice run by him. Showed off some power, showed off moves, being elusive.
Stop short of the first down marker, 4th down
Making
and
his
2.
presence known. He is a junior, so he's been battling with Streba. Gets a block off Bodnar downfield. Underthrown.
Intercepted if he stayed in bounds.
And they're going to
but
say he did not.
I was going to say that would be a bad interception because you lose a lot of yards on that because that was 4th down.
Alex Kuiper did make the catch.
Incomplete pass, coverage by number 6, Alex Kuiper. That'll be a turnover on downs.
That's one the coach is going to say you should have just batted it away.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Bombers. We'll see who's in. At quarterback, looks like it's going to be TJ Weller. Bottom of your screen is Kuiper, who just missed the interception, but like you alluded to, Jason, probably the benefit of not having it being intercepted, you're starting back another 15 yards. Pitch to the running back, cuts inside into space.
Nice run.
See some speed there. I believe that was Ryan Sammy, the sophomore, 5'6", 150. Some nice moves, the gain of about 8
yards. Number 26, Ryan Sammy.
It looked like Drew Boyd on the tackle there.
Boyd in.
A cell phone was found. If you're missing a cell phone, please report to the press box. And those keys are still here.
And it's kind of a lost and found situation here tonight in Palmerton.
Yeah. Lost blue purse.
Purse, phone, keys. Snap count eventually, hands off. Blown up in the backfield.
Yeah, Sammy's not going anywhere that time.
And going to be a loss of about a yard. Ball
Run
spotted on the 40.
Ryan Sammy.
Looks like 99
Loss of
on the
1
tackle.
play.
That's not a number I've seen on our roster here.
Or 90 maybe, Ryan Doherty.
Potentially. Does look like
No,
it
it
is
is 99.
Don't have that Crusader on our roster. Break the huddle with 18 on the play clock. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Running clock situation here. Ball snap, but Weller wasn't looking for it. It's still loose on the turf. Eventually picked up, and a big loss. I believe that's 29. Mastro Filippo ends up with a tackle as TJ Weller was not looking when the ball was snapped. And therefore, he didn't know where the ball went after it hit his hand.
That'll send them back to the
Yeah,
18-yard line.
now you're in a 4th and Jersey Shore.
What a distance to cover here for Palmerton as Moisen's on to punt. Ball is spotted on their own 19-yard line, 4th and 24. Jason, 4th and Jersey Shore. Moisen gets set to punt it away. And high kick is going to take a bounce at the 37-yard line.
Boyd's going to go get it.
A flag on the – or no, not a flag. He just threw a spot down. He's still on his feet. Eventually bowled over.
Almost got back to the original line of scrimmage.
That's very impressive work.
Kick returned by number 13, Andrew
Broke a
Boyd.
couple tackles.
55, Wyatt Gable, the sophomore, comes up with a tackle as –
Tackled by number 55,
Boyd.
Wyatt Gable.
running all over, negative and everything, and ends up picking up almost
First
20
and 10
yards.
From the Blue Bomber
He was trying to get it to
34-yard
Jersey
line.
Shore, and then he,
He was
turned
getting
around.
back, yeah. Ball on the 34-yard line for the Crusaders. And now in at quarterback looks to be Tommy Murphy. Gets the snap, looks to throw. Completed into space.
Is that 10?
Still wouldn't go to the turf until, well, Koviak comes in and adds the exclamation point. Looks to be number 19, Christian
19,
Lozano.
Okay.
Just a sophomore with a nice grab and pickup of about 5 yards. That'll most likely be the final play of the third quarter with 21 seconds and counting.
4-yard
And
gain
that's
on
what
the play,
it'll
tackled
look
by
like
number
here.
21, Connor Lawless, and number 8, Jake Wilkowiak.
Lawless was the first on the tackle, and Koviak was the one who put on the exclamation point as they're getting set and switching fields before the final seconds tick off the clock here in the third quarter. And we have reached the end of the third quarter. Palmerton is trailing Notre Dame Green Pond 42-0. We'll step aside and rejoin you for the start of the fourth quarter.
crime on the rise across the United States of America. It's time to consider protecting your family with a home security system from Vivint. Smartphone-controlled monitoring, cameras, and lighting options are all available at your fingertips with Vivint. Call the Vivint Home Security Hotline today at 866-307-8417. Home security from Vivint, 866-307-8417. 866-307-8417. In today's dangerous world, a home security system gives your family some peace of mind. Don't delay. Call today.
And we're back here in Palmerton. Start of the fourth quarter. And we'll get the camera on you shortly here as the ball's handed off into space. A flag thrown in late.
Frederick is down inside the 10.
And whipped out of bounds.
But it might be coming back.
He's whipped out of bounds. Looked to be by number 40. Zalik Steele.
Handoff to number 25.
Notre Dame seems to be backing up.
26, Ryan Sammy. Penalty marker on the play.
And holding against the Crusaders offense will bring that
That'll be
ball
holding
back.
against Notre Dame.
And I believe they announced Ryan Sammy on the tackle, a name we've been hearing in the second half now.
Playing a little bit of running back. Had a nice run.
He did. A little shifty, like that quick foot, like lateral running back.
So this will bring up 2nd and 15, 16.
2nd and 16 now for the Crusaders. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Murphy, pump fakes, wide open pass completed at the 32-yard line, staying on his feet and eventually brought down out of bounds. Looks like number 32, Madden Rosselli.
Who we've announced a lot on
defense. Not so much to this evening. Last week for sure, he got a lot of playing time. Colton Labucas, the freshman, on the tackle.
3rd and 1.
So 3rd and 1, a long 1 yard. Murphy awaits the snap, gets it, hands it off to Frederick. Finds a wide open hole, gets to the edge.
Touchdown. House call.
Crusaders extend the lead, and this time Jason
Touchdown,
Frederick adds his name to the list of touchdown scorers for Notre Dame Green Pond this evening.
Number 25.
Clock
Jason
stops at
Frederick.
10:59. It's 48-0. Cintron out for the point after. Has missed one.
No, new kicker.
Oh, new kicker?
Yeah, it's a right footer.
Looks like it is number 88. Drew Salaki, sophomore, kicks up.
Kicks good.
And it is 49-0. Notre Dame Green Pond leads Palmerton here on homecoming. 10:59 to play in the
Extra
fourth
point
quarter.
is good by number 83.
Have you racked up over $15,000 in credit card debt? Do the collection calls ring nonstop? There's a solution to the situation the banks don't want you to know about. CuraDebt has over 20 years of experience and thousands of 5-star reviews. Call the CuraDebt Credit Solutions hotline today to see if you qualify. 877-835-0026. No obligation, 100% confidential. CuraDebt Credit Solutions. 877-835-0026. CuraDebt Credit Solutions now. 877-835-0026. 877-835-0026. Call today.
And we're back here in Palmerton. Friday night's game of the week presented by Azar Supermarkets and Pennsylvania Football News. LJ Smith and Jason Parrish on the call. Notre Dame Green Pond extends the lead to 49-0 with 10:59 to play. They kick off to Palmerton.
Nice run by Frederick. He it looked like an off-tackle play that he bounced outside once he got through the hole and just had a lot of room to go.
Yeah, nice run by the junior, and just a plethora of scorers this evening for Notre Dame. That ball
St. John's
kicked off.
kick bounces
Sammy
into the end
does
zone
not
for a
make
touchback.
contact with the ball. It goes into the end
Bombers will
zone
take
for a
over First down
touchback.
and 10 from their own 20-yard
First and 10
line.
at the 20, and the clock should start momentarily. Yep, he just started it. And do we have a new quarterback? Number 2, Chris Collier.
Collier has played quarterback this season. He is the third quarterback listed on Max Preps. 5 games played, 1 completion for 1 attempt. So 100% for 3 yards. And we'll see him in action now.
Hands to
off.
Sammy.
Sammy, shifty running back.
He is.
Feels the way it looks like he's picking up a lot more yards than he actually is because he's
Number
making so
26,
many
Ryan
jerky
Sammy.
movements.
He has to.
Gain of 3
Sammy,
on the play.
5'6", 150.
Tough to see back there too, with some bigger offensive linemen.
For sure. In front is Philip Labella, the junior, and Ryan Primich, the interior D lineman for Notre Dame. Collier awaits the snap. Hands it off to Sammy. Met immediately in the backfield.
Man, that was a jailbreak there.
My goodness, going nowhere. Looks to be number 24.
Sammy on the run, loss of
Joseph
2 on
Nemi.
the play.
On the stop.
3rd down and 8.
Coming in, Connor Buck, the sophomore wideout, replacing Colton Labucas. As Collier gets the call. Breaking the huddle with 20 on the play clock. We approach 9 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
3rd and 8.
Pressure being shown by this Crusaders defense. Collier keeps it wrapped up and brought to the turf.
That was 24 again.
And nicely done
Joseph
by Nemi.
Nemi.
Just a sophomore.
Quarterback keeper for number 2,
And it's going to
Chris
be a
Collier.
loss of about 3 or 4 yards there, Jason. And 4th and 12 now. And that's going to bring out Devlin
That'll make it 4th
Moisen.
down and 13.
And we're going to see another punt here. Ooh, we got a flag. Offsides Notre Dame.
So that's going to pick up, 5 more yards? So 4th and 7.
That'll be offsides against Notre Dame.
And we've seen Notre Dame commit some penalties this evening. Face masks.
Yeah.
4th down and
Face
7.
mask.
Like that.
horse collar.
Horse collar was another one, that kind of self-inflicted wounds that aren't obviously going to come back and bite them tonight, but you can't make those in crucial
Not in
games
a
down in the playoffs. Low snap, Moisen collects, sends it airborne. It's going to take a bounce at midfield, grabbed, picked up. He's going to run with it. Stays
That's
on his feet.
23.
33 it is.
33?
Jackson Wallace.
Okay. First we've heard from him, I believe, tonight.
Returned by number 33,
Correct.
Jackson Wallace.
45-yard line of the Blue Bombers is where Notre Dame Green Pond's
Penalty marker
drive
on the
will
previous
start.
play.
But there is a flag on the play. I don't see one at the moment.
Looks like they're pointing back Notre Dame's way. Personal foul, blindside block on Notre Dame. 15 back.
So just what we were alluding to, Jason, was those self-inflicted penalties that you can, not that you want these to
Personal
happen,
foul
but you
against
can get
Notre
away
Dame.
with them in games like this, in this scenario. But you can't make those mistakes.
Can't make that against Northwestern or
And you said
North
this
Schuylkill.
this week and last week. Coach Stambaugh has some film
Yeah.
to go over tomorrow with just cleaning things up a bit. As we'll see if Murphy's back out on the field. He is for this Crusaders offense. Man in motion, fakes the handoff. Murphy's going to keep it himself.
He's got a lot of room.
Plenty of room. Murphy.
He's going the distance.
Touchdown, Notre Dame.
55.
Tommy Murphy, the sophomore, into the end zone. It's 55 to nothing.
Touchdown, Notre Dame. Number 4, Tommy Murphy.
I wonder if Phil has the Staples Easy button over on the sideline.
7:18 to play. And we'll see. Let's see if we can get the number of the kicker here. It looks like it is 83. So that is Mark Perrone, the senior, on point after attempt. Hold by Murphy is good. The kick is good. Perrone with 2 made point after attempts this evening. The score is now 56 to nothing. Notre Dame leads Palmerton.
It's Queen's Nutritional Products, 1450 Pennsylvania Avenue in Allentown. The Novak family, still the proprietors. For a wide variety of high-quality vitamins, supplements, and herbs, shop Queen's Nutritional Products. From vitamin A to zinc and everything in between, the Queen Bee and her busy bees on staff can assist you. Queen's Nutritional Products also has a full line of dry and roasted nuts, dried fruits, and more. That historic nut hut still producing the best nuts and dried fruits in the Lehigh Valley. Queen's Nutritional Products also offers a variety of natural soaps, shampoos, toothpaste, and more because what you put on your body is as important as what you put in it. Queen's Nutritional Products is open Monday through Wednesday and Saturday from 9 until 6, Thursday and Friday from 9 till 7, as well as Sunday from 11 till 4. Seniors get 10% off every day on many items in the store. Visit them online at queensnutrition.shop, or better yet, stop by Queen's Nutritional Products at 1450 Pennsylvania Avenue in Allentown.
Welcome back to Palmerton. Notre Dame Green Pond continues to pour it on. It's 56 to nothing here. Catch made at the 10 on the return.
Is that Sammy again?
I believe so. He's going to be dropped over the 25-yard line. Drive will start for the Blue Bombers at the 26-yard line.
Kick return by number 26, Ryan Sammy. Gets it out to the 26-yard line. First down and 10, Bombers.
So we have 7:12 and eventually starting the clock to continue to run here. We will now. In at quarterback again is Chris Collier, the junior.
Now, as a head coach for like Palmerton right now, is when you want to see your team dig deep and try to build some momentum for the Catasauqua game next week.
Exactly that. Catasauqua next week on the road, as tonight is senior night. Handoff goes to Sammy up the middle. Maybe picks up a
couple.
Maybe a couple yards. Forward progress.
He's not a one-cut runner. He makes a lot of moves to get those 2 yards, and he kind of has to.
Yeah, we've seen him do a lot of juking and movement to kind of find his opening here.
And, of course, we know Notre Dame has Wilson next week at Lafayette. That's their home game senior night.
So both of those squads going into the final week of the regular season. And a pitch to Sammy. Finds an edge. He's got a hole. Eventually wrapped up by number 33. That's Jackson Wallace. Said his name a couple of times now.
Showing some quick feet there, Sammy. Getting to the outside, cutting up.
Pretty impressive work so far for Ryan Sammy, a sophomore.
5'6", 150.
Nicely done here. Because very young running back room. As Ryan Sammy's a sophomore, Michael Gary's a sophomore, Caleb Sagastume, the lone senior running back that's seen significant carries this evening. As Collier waits the snap, 12 on the play clock, 5:14 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Gives to Sammy again.
Heavy dose of Sammy, ripped back and down.
79.
Was it
looks
79 or 75?
Like. Can't tell. 79.
79 is
Ryan
Thomas
Sammy on the
Horan,
run, loss of 2 on the play.
junior, 5'11",
Second and
275. Big boy getting a wrap-up tackle there as Sammy loses 2 yards, making it 2nd and 12.
When they bring in, one thing about Notre Dame, when they bring in their backups, they don't lose speed or
Nope.
size.
Not at all. And that just proves how competitive each position is and the talent they have on the field at all times. As Collier awaits the snap. It's exhausting the play clock. Ball hits the turf. He's going to dive on it. And that's going to be a loss of 3 more yards as
Touchdown by Ryan
Recovered on the
Primich.
play, loss of 3.
smart play by Collier just to cover it up, knowing he's going to lose yardage, but that snap was fired back very quick. And we saw that happen to TJ Weller. The snap was sent back with him being unprepared for it.
Right.
And it was a loss of almost 14 yards.
Set up the 4th and Jersey Shore.
It did indeed. As this now is facing 3rd and 15 with 3.5 minutes to play here in Palmerton. Collier waits the snap. Lone back is Sammy. Gets it. Pitches to Sammy a bit high, but he corrals it.
He's
Gets
got the edge again.
Stays on his feet still, and
Nice
eventually
little run.
brought down along the far sideline.
We'll bring up about a 4th and 6.
And again, that's going to be number
Pitches to number
33,
26,
Jackson
Ryan
Wallace. And
4th and 6, they might go for it here.
They'll make it 4th and 5.
2:50 remaining in the game.
might as well. Collier gets the call and heads into the huddle. As you mentioned it, Jason, this Blue Bomber squad heads to Catasauqua next week to close out the regular season.
Should be a good one. I would say they're probably pretty evenly matched.
Pitch to Sammy. And
He's
he
going
might
to be about a
get
yard
close.
short.
That initial, they're going to give it to him, I think. The near side official is going to say
wow.
move the chains.
Okay.
The bottom of your
Pitch
screen.
to Ryan
He's
Sammy.
being nice.
And I
Gain
think
of
that's just
4 on the
keeping
play.
Keeping the clock running.
the clock running
He's
as
cold.
we approach 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. And that first down is
That'll
going
be
to
a Blue Bomber
extend
first down.
the drive for the Blue Bombers and could pretty much close out the rest of this contest, Jason.
Yeah, it should be. Might get 3 plays out of it, depending on how long they take.
We'll see if they go to Sammy once again. I like what I'm seeing out of this running back so far. Cuts out wide, trying to get forward progress. Eventually does.
Couldn't get the edge, but he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's
Ryan
going to be
Sammy on the
2nd
run,
and
no
10,
gain on
no
the play.
gain, and we'll start the play clock here shortly now. About 20-second difference between the play clock and the game clock, so 2 more plays.
Now, could be the last one if Palmerton decides
Correct.
that they just want it to be over.
So they'll send Collier back into the huddle. And very well could be a 30-second difference here. Snaps the ball. Fumble! It's loose again. Collier dives on it.
And if they're smart, I think that's the last play of the game.
And that very well could be
Fumble
after
on the
that
play,
loss
recovered by
of
Palmerton.
7 yards.
Easton and Freedom tied at 14 in the
In
fourth
the
quarter.
fourth quarter. My goodness, what a contest on hand there.
And Palmerton is going to let the clock run out.
And that's how the game's going to.
Northampton leads Nazareth 28-21.
And that's big for Northampton.
They're fighting for
for
playoffs
here as the final seconds wind off the clock here this evening. Notre Dame Green Pond closes out tonight's game, defeating Palmerton 56-0. Another score update.
And that's
Becca
the ball
20,
game.
Liberty
Stick around with
14 in the
Blue
fourth
Bomber
quarter.
Band for the
Wow.
playing of the alma mater.
Not exactly what you'd expect out of a tough Liberty squad.
Yeah. They might have got beat up a little bit playing
Last
Easton
week.
last week.
For sure. Palmerton falls to 3-6 on the season. Notre Dame improves
To 9-0.
9-0, still perfect heading into the last week of the regular season. Notre Dame hosts Wilson
Yeah, at Lafayette.
at
So
Lafayette
Wilson
College.
will get to play at Lafayette.
And then Palmerton makes the trip to Catasauqua next week to round out
And
their
that
season.
one, I mean,
Very that could be very
could be a
competitive.
very competitive game.
For sure. And final thoughts tonight, Jason, as we get ready to wrap up tonight's broadcast.
Notre Dame just had too much start to finish. Too many athletes and too much size up front.
100%. A plethora, as I stated earlier, of scorers. We saw Drew Boyd, C.J. Diaz, Streba with a couple as well, and Bodner doing exactly what he was expected to do, and Tommy Murphy breaks away a nice big run for a touchdown for the Crusaders as well. As we get set to wrap up this evening, we thank you for joining us here in CWTAP Friday Night Football's Game of the Week, presented by Azar Supermarket and Pennsylvania Football News. LJ Smith, Jason Parrish, Alex Fidrashevsky, and Matt Baker joined you this evening. Please enjoy the rest of your evening.
Superior Hardware, located at 400 South 1st Street in Bangor, is your go-to source for home improvement supplies in the Slate Belt. With a variety of tools, screws, nuts, bolts, and more, Superior Hardware is the place to shop for your hardware needs. Superior Hardware offers a full line of Milwaukee tools, the highest quality power tools available. In addition to their in-store offerings, Superior Hardware ships nationwide via their website, www.superiorhardwarebangor.com. So you don't even have to live in the Slate Belt or drive to Bangor to sample all that Superior Hardware has to offer. Superior Hardware is open Monday to Friday from 7 till 5, Saturday from 7:30 to 4, and Sunday from 9 to 2. Call them at 610-588-3205 or stop by their location at 400 South 1st Street in Bangor to jumpstart your home improvement projects today. That's Superior Hardware, 400 South 1st Street in Bangor. X-Golf, located just off the 25th Street exit of Route 22 in Easton, offers a premier golf simulation experience. With some of the most realistic indoor golf simulators you've ever seen, X-Golf is the premier place to work on your game before you hit the courses around the Lehigh Valley. If it's driving that needs work, putting that needs practice, or that pesky short game that haunts you, X-Golf is the perfect spot to perfect your swing. Bring your clubs, borrow one of our in-house sets, big up your friends, and come on down to X-Golf for a fun time. It's always 72 and sunny at X-Golf, and double bogeys are